What's going on, guys? It's Matt with No BS Beard Reviews. Tonight we're going to do something a little bit different. I want to introduce you to a product that is going to change your life forever, I think. Now, this is something we as men use almost daily. I would probably say about 90% of us wear one of these every day. And so what am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about your belt. I want to introduce you to a company called Anson Belt. Now, what is the one thing you notice about this belt here? Is it that awesome British tan color? Is it that smooth silver buckle? How clean that looks? What's missing? Well, I'll give you a hint. What's typically on a belt that you see here? Holes. This is a holeless belt. And so what we're talking about here, it's not going to have, let's take this old belt of mine for example. This has been my favorite belt for the last few years, but look how ratty and beat up that is. I don't know about you guys, but my weight fluctuates throughout the year, so sometimes I'm on this hole here, other months I'm on this hole here when I'm a little bit slimmer. Well, with the Anson belt, you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. The Anson belt actually works on a tracking system. And so if I flip this over here, that's the back of the belt there, you can see these little tracks here. And so I'll go ahead and loosen that up. So on the back of that belt, we've got every about 1/4 of an inch I can adjust this belt. And so I can go in here, put the belt in, you'll hear the clicking sound. So let's say, for instance, I go out to lunch. I have a giant cheeseburger at lunch. I'm feeling very full when I get back to the office. Well, all I've got to do is loosen that belt. A few clicks there, and I'm good to go. Now, these belts are excellent. They come in 2 different sizes. You've got, width-wise here, you've got 1 1/4 inch, which is going to be more of a dressier belt. That's going to be great for dress pants, chinos, khakis, anything where you're dressing up a little bit more. They also have a belt that's 1.5 inches. That's going to be more for your denim and jeans, a little bit more casual. And so the way these belts work, they actually fit waists from 16 inches all the way to 50 inches. So everywhere in between, there's a size for you. Now I'll do a tabletop review here in a minute so you can see exactly how you size the belts. But what's even better, you're not just getting one belt here. You can actually pop off this buckle here. And now I can mix and match this belt. For instance, I've got another buckle here, this antique brass on a brown belt. Well, I could just pop that off and throw on my silver buckle, for example. So we'll go ahead and pop that silver buckle onto that dark brown belt. There you go. Now, they have over 53 different strap options. Typically, you want to try to match your belt strap to your shoes. So if you've got a dark pair of brown shoes on, I'd recommend a dark brown strap here. If you've got that nice tan, maybe you've got a nice pair of tan shoes, you can match your belt strap to those shoes. You also can start to play with metals that you wear. For instance, I've got a silver ring as well as a silver watch. I would match, the silver buckle with that. I've got a pair of loafers that have a brass color. They're bit loafers, so they have a little brass piece on each shoe. I typically match this antique brass when I wear those shoes. Now, I mentioned there's 53 different strap options. There's 23 different color and style buckle options. So they definitely have everything for every type of taste out there. Now the best deal about all this, so you can go and buy one strap and one buckle if you want. It goes for about $50 for one buckle and strap. Now I opted to go with 2 buckles and 3 different straps. That's $100. That's a great deal. You could also do 3 different buckles here and get 2 straps for $100 as well. That's an amazing deal. These are I would highly recommend these for Christmas presents. Go treat yourself, get yourself a new belt. Now, those prices, I mean, if you're buying a dress belt, there's typically upwards of $50 to $100 for a really nice dress belt. These things are just as high quality as any dress belt I've ever tried. So I would definitely recommend you check them out. Again, you can visit them at ansonbelt.com. Really cool story. I'd definitely go check out, read more about them. They're actually a father-son family business. They're based out of Morehead City, North Carolina. Just a really cool story to read about how they got started and, just the values they have as a small family business. They're very responsive online. Definitely go check out their Instagram pages if you want to get some great style ideas. But let's go ahead and jump to the tabletop review, and then we'll come back here shortly. Thanks. All right, guys, this is the packaging the Anson belts and buckles come in. Nice heavyweight box here. Let's go ahead and pull these out. And so as I mentioned, I opted for the 2 buckles and 3 straps. And so it comes with a little how-to card on how it works. Also on the back of that, you've got your fitting instructions. Again, these belts measure from waist from 16 inches all the way up to 50 inches. And so here's the presentation. Obviously, if you order 3 buckles, you're going to have 3 buckles there and the 2 straps. Again, I opted for the 2 buckles and the 3 straps here. And so the way these work is they work on this little ratcheting system here. And so, these are about every 1/4 of an inch. You get to size and click. You'll also want to pay attention. You have one finished end here, and then the end that you're going to size and cut from. You can see I've actually already cut this one. And so the way these work, you just grab your buckle, turn it over, and you just slide the belt in here, and then you just flip your buckle over. You can see there's some teeth there, and give it some good pressure. It definitely takes some pressure to get that attached, but there you go. That belt is not going anywhere, nice and sturdy. But yeah, the way these work, we'll grab our other end here. I'll show you here on camera. You guys can hear that. But that is how you size your belt. And so we can see the other end here, how that all works. I've been super impressed with these. I've been wearing this belt or these straps here for about the last 3 weeks. Now to release it, there's that little lever right there. All you're gonna do is pull that up, and that releases your strap. And so again, we can mix and match these. I can pop this one off here. Let's say I want to go with this dark brown strap. I can very easily slide my strap in and pop the teeth. Again, it takes some pressure to get that on there, but if I'm wearing dark brown shoes and, for instance, a silver watch, I'm probably going to go with this buckle here. If I am wearing, kind of this British tan brown here, and I've got a pair of dark brown shoes or tan shoes that have a gold loafer or a gold accent on them, I'll probably go with this more vintage gold buckle here. So again, just very easy to pop that on, and you're good to go. Now I've actually got a strap here I have yet to size. I'll go ahead and move those over. This is a pretty cool, it's like a gray canvas. And so, we'll go ahead and size this one up. Again, you want to find the end that does not have the tracking system. And so that's going to be this end here. Go ahead and move our box out of the way. Now I know I want to take off about 6 inches on the belt. And so bring out my ruler here. We'll go ahead and get this marked up. Now we'll go ahead and get out our cutting device. It might be a little bit too extreme. Might just go with a good old pair of scissors here. But I'm gonna mark 6 inches here, and I know 6 inches is right there. Again, let's double check, make sure we're cutting the right side. Okay, we don't see the tracking system, so we're good to go. And we're just gonna cut it across. Now you could take a lighter and burn this if you wanted to just seal up the end there. But now this belt is good to go for me in my size. So we'll go ahead and pop one of these buckles off the other belts here. Go ahead and throw that nice silver buckle on there. Again, apply the pressure, lock it on there. And now we are good to go. Look how nice that looks. Great belt to wear with jeans, khakis, whatever you want to do with it. But yeah, I've been super impressed with these belts. Super easy to use as well, especially when I don't drop them. Very easy though to pop off that buckle. Pull it out. Give you guys a close-up of what the buckle looks like. Again, you've got that there is what releases the belt. You've got a magnet over here. It's going to hold the belt in place, along with those teeth that hold that strap on there. But I've been super impressed with these. Definitely recommend you go check them out. All right, guys, we just saw the tabletop review, how we size these up. Definitely recommend you go check out AnsonBelt.com. Great products, great company. And from now on, I actually look at people's belts and say to myself, you know, are they rocking a belt with holes, or are they going with this great tracking system with a holeless belt? And so we all now know that people fall into two categories. You're either rocking a belt with holes in it, or you're rocking an Anson belt. And I would definitely recommend to rock that Anson belt and rock it proud. Guys, as always, thanks so much to my subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click the link below. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. Take care.